Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your favorite baby girl, Chinazo Tam, Nazo baby, Nazo darling, a beauty like Nazo. Alright guys, on today's topic, I want to tell you guys how you can be able to stand with your New Year resolution. You know, resolutions, everyone does it every once in a year, and this particular time, you have a lot of resolution you want to make sure you review this year, your set goals, and all the blah blah blah. So today, I want to tell you how you can be able to make that decision today and stand by it till the end of this year and not carry it over to the next year, something like that. All right, so guys, first of all, I will tell you happy new year, guys. This year 2024 is a very blessed year and we are so happy and we must rejoice because it's the Lord's doing and it's marvelous in our sight. Okay, so guys, I will list out this point for you so that it will help you to be able to make your new year resolution and make it perfectly well and meet it up, guys. All right guys, after this short while, stay tuned with us.
I know what I'm supposed to do when you're crushing on my dreams and you're making me so full. I know what I'm supposed to do.
So guys, welcome back. All right, before we dive into this topic, I want to tell you guys that you need to know what resolutions are. Resolutions simply means those things that you want to do, those things you have in mind to be able to achieve. You can also see it as a set goals that you wanted to achieve. Maybe you want to travel outside the country in this year and you're working towards it and you want to make sure that you achieve it, and that will make you happy. It's also like a dream you want to achieve and you have set them in batch by batch. That's what we mean by resolutions. All right, so but before we go into the full details, guys, I want to simply appreciate you guys for tuning into my channel. If you are seeing my face for the very first time, thank you for staying with us, thank you for tuning in, thank you for everything that you feel like you can do to this channel to make it a wonderful place for everyone to stay and chill out. All right, so guys, number one of this resolution, number one step of how you can be able to achieve your New Year resolution this year 2024 is that you have to write those resolutions down. If you have this resolution about something you want to achieve, or probably what you missed out the previous year and you want to achieve it this year precisely, you should also know well to write them down stage by stages. And also, I want to tell you that you cannot just put, when you're writing these resolutions down, don't just go and make it too broad, too big for you to achieve. Okay, when you're writing them down, make sure you write the core ones, the vital ones. Let's say for instance you plan on doing your masters this year and you also have a plan of settling down, or you already have a plan of settling down and you know that probably by the year end you are planning that you will expect baby, or you and your couple will expect baby and all that. So what you have to do here is that you have to know that number one target of you is that you want to, you have to know that number one target here is that, you have to know that the one target here for you is that you want to study, you want to do your masters, and by doing your masters, that's your number one New Year resolution. Okay, so now when you are able to write this one down is your number one, then secondly you have to also write down how you'll be able to achieve this. If the money you have in mind to be able to achieve this is not very close at the moment, all you need to do, guys, is to be able to write, I want to make a savings of, let's say, 5k every month to be able to achieve this particular aim this year. And you be able to say that you must, no matter what, you must save that 5k for that particular time. If it's weekly, you must make sure that you meet up this target. So in that case, you'll be able to know that you'll be able to achieve it, because you have already written down the particular resolution you want to make, and you have already written down how you are going to be able to do to be able to achieve this particular resolution. Then secondly is that you have to place all those resolutions, you have to place it in the place of prayer. All right, yes guys, prayer does work. As a child of God, you should know that you don't have any other means of making sure that this thing achieve. Even if you already have a goal, everything is there, you are sure that you'll be able to achieve it, you should also know that there are distractions here and there. And those ones, sometimes it can be unavoidable distractions, sometimes it can be something you not even plan, because it comes up and it's just a natural phenomenon that you need to see how you can be able to escape it. So that's why you shouldn't joke with prayers. That's the point too. Place it in the place of prayer. Oh Lord God, help me to be able to achieve this particular resolution I want to do, I want to achieve, and make sure that you trust God to help you. Because the Bible says that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. All right, when you are forging ahead, when you are doing your own thing, doing how some things you know you can do humanly possible, do not forget the help of God. Put it in the place of prayer, guys. It will work. It will certainly work. Okay. So that is number 2. The number 3 is that you have to bear in mind that New Year resolution is not actually only the dreams you want to achieve. Sometimes it could be a particular measures you use previous year that did not work out. Check out those things you planned, you have in mind to achieve, that is within you, possibly you can achieve them, and not just things that you can just say they happens, is something you can't control. But those ones you can control and there is problem, there are things that made you not to achieve them. Think very deep and remember the things that made you not to achieve it. Sometimes you can be a particular character that you could not be able to overcome, and those particular traits, you know that is something that has affected you in the previous year. Do well to think about it. At least accept that this thing is a cankerworm and it has actually affected you in the previous year. Do not be ashamed, because obviously you are even telling yourself. You're not discussing with anyone, you're not making the relationship with anybody, because they don't really know how you feel. It's yourself that knows how you feel, what you want, and out of life and out of everything you've planned for yourself, right? So let's say for instance you have in mind that you did not be able to achieve or make good decision for yourself because you were under pressure of anger, and you still have a hurtful thoughts or feelings that you didn't let go, and it made you to make a mistake not to be able to achieve your aim the previous year. Okay, you should now bring out that particular threat that resulted in you not to achieve it. Then when you bring it out, you note it, like you say, it was anger that made me not to achieve it. Or you say it was disobedience, it was because of selfish reasons that made me to do this mistake, not achieve what I wanted to achieve. So if you're able to call it a name, if you're able to know fully well and tell yourself the truth that this is the reason why you couldn't achieve it the previous year, it will help you. It will go a long way for you not to repeat the same mistake this year. All right guys, so that is what you should know as number 3. Fish out those things that made you not to achieve your aim or your new year resolution you have already outlined, and it will help you a lot. You know, in quote, I already say disclaimer, most people don't even need a new year resolution. It's in their head and they already know. So this video is actually for people who always bring out a new year resolution. This new year I will push harder. This new year I'm not going to look backward. This new year I will forgive and I will forget, and I will let go of relationships, bad behaviors, and things that doesn't really align with me. Or this year I am going to stay connected with God. I am going to, be a very dedicated child of God and all that. So it can be your new year resolution, and those people are the ones that will understand. Okay, because when you finish planning and at the end of the day how you plan it is not working that way, you're not doing. I'm not saying that occurrences that are good, of course we hope for good, because let's give good vibes here. Okay, we hope for good and not for bad uncertainties. All right, so we hope for good. So we're not saying that those occurrences will not come up, and at a point you feel like, okay, let's check it out, let's see how this one will work and how this one will not work. But when, even in the midst of those occurrences, you already have in mind that this thing is, no matter what, you are going to achieve it, guys. So that is what I'm trying to say. So make sure you fish out those things. That's the point 3. Make sure you fish out those things that has hindered you in the previous year and is capable of hindering you if you did not take note of it and watch it closely and carefully. All right, so it might be friends, it might be relationships, it might be some group of people or some toxic people around you who always throw tantrums here and there. You might decide to ignore them so that they will not come into the picture to make your last year, as it affected you last year, it should not carry it over to this year. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the video. If you love this video, please kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, to the subscribe button, do the needful. Right, guys? So the next point I want to share with you, okay, how you can be able to make your new year resolution well and be able to achieve your new year resolution this year, is that you have to find yourself. You have to know the things you like, the things you love, the things you want to be, the things you wanted to, you will be happy to see yourself thriving in it. All right, you have to find yourself fully well. If the previous year you are still trying to do one or two things, you have not been able to find a particular thing you should do. All right, I think in this new year resolution, before you sit down and bring out that pen to note the things you feel like that will be okay for you this new year, that it will make you happy when you'll be able to achieve them. All right, think of the things that make your soul be happy, things that lift up your mind, things that make you feel so elated and happy. All right, of course those things are something that drives you. Those things are things that gives you, a good happiness and all that. So that is finding your purpose in life. Okay, most times we just run with things we see around us. We don't consider if this thing is actually our purpose. Most times we find ourselves in the wrong purposes due to one reason or the other. So this year, if you are planning your new year resolution, if you have already written them down, just know that as you are doing it, that you have the inspiration within you to be able to find yourself very well. Be sure of what you want out of life. Okay, make sure you know what you want out of life, whom you are, like whom you are in Christ, whom you are as a person. If you're able to know all these things, it's going to help you to make your new year resolution in a perfect way. It is going to help your new resolution to turn out so well. All right, guys, so that is one thing I want you to know. Okay, then another one I should let you know is that while you are making your new year resolution, you have to make sure that you avoid unhealthy competitions. Yes, there are competitions that are healthy I'll be able to explain it to you. There are some competitions that are unhealthy for you, for your sanity, for you to be in the right place in the sight of God. You have to avoid unhealthy competition and be able to do your New Year resolution outside or excluding having an unhealthy competition. Okay, having a healthy competition seems be like is like when you see that someone is striving high, the force and the zeal the person is actually following and pursuing their talents and their career makes you happy about them, and you feel like you want to thrive like them. All right, but it's okay, it's a good thing. Okay, but when it becomes unhealthy is when you want to apply the same force in your own, and at the same time you are trying to be like them. You want to be in their shoe. You want to actually fix yourself where they are, by all means trying in a way to, you know, bring in envy and trying to find a way just to be able to make them to, you know, to withdraw from what they are doing and let you fix yourself there. Like, it's very unhealthy for you. It's very unhealthy because all fingers are not equal. Everybody have their purpose and their destinies and they follow it through. So you should be head bent on finding your own destiny, but when it comes to the force in which they are thriving and you want to do such, is very healthy. Okay, because you love success and you want to be able to have that success, the same force they're using to achieve that success. You want to be in that manner, but not to be like what they are, but not knowing whether you are called in that line. You just want to, anything possible, let it be that you fix yourself anyhow, let it be that you are there, which you certainly know that it is not possible. It's very unhealthy, and at the end of the day such kind of competition always end in total disaster. Okay, because they are moving in their pace, you will follow them to move, but before you can be able to turn back and find yourself, find who you truly are in Christ, it will be equally very late for you, because you are not where you are supposed to be. It's just like you not being in your own position, you trying to fix yourself in another person's position. It's always end in disaster, because no matter how you run with it, at the end of the day your own prize in that particular day is not there. So you have to run for a purpose where you will get your own prize. So guys, and I will finally say, guys, another interesting way you can be able to make your New Year resolution and achieve it very well and achieve it before this year runs out is you have to be disciplined. Yes, you have to be disciplined at all costs. If you have some behavior, some characters, like maybe you want to achieve a good healthy weight loss and you know that you are weighing so well, so big, but you want to achieve it as a New Year resolution, you get a particular shape, you know, you have to apply discipline. If you don't have discipline in the things that enter into your mouth here and there, you pick and you do, but you want to achieve a healthy weight loss, it's not going to be. Yes, this flash, it's not going to be, because you are not actually disciplined. So you have to apply discipline. If you apply discipline, everything you put to your hands to do in your New Year resolution, you'll be able to achieve it by God's grace. Since you have placed it in the place of prayer and you've chosen God for it, and you keep praying over it with your faith, keeping your faith up, and maybe being able to place it in the place of prayer, trusting God for it and working hard for it, you're going to achieve them. But when you don't have discipline, you will fail. You will always fail and fall back again. So to avoid falling, going up and down, rotating and not being at a point and moving ahead, you need to apply discipline, serious discipline. Okay, don't allow the mentality of being in your comfort zone. This is how I want it, this is how it should be, let me eat it, after eating it I will waste it away, blah blah blah, however you put it. For example, It's not gonna work. Let me shock you. It's not gonna work that way. So, girl, guy, you need to apply discipline in this New Year resolution for you to be able to achieve it, guys. Yes, it's true. You know that. You know it's the truth. Alright, guys. So, another important one is that you need to be um prayerful. You need to set your goals right. You have to set an achievable goals. All right, be prayerful and set an achievable goals. Don't go and set a goal because somebody else set that goals. Don't go and set a goal. Don't go and make a resolution that doesn't in any way connect to you. Remember, you are you. Somebody else is theirs. So don't go and imitate. Set a goal that is beyond, a way beyond you. You know that you are not planning to have money to buy car this year. You don't have any set plans that will be able to amount to you to buy car. So any plan you are setting based on the normal situation around you, what you can be able to achieve, hopefully, might be something more closer to car, not car actually. You went and set a goal to buy a car. For what now? It's not good. So you have to prayerfully make sure that you're not setting a way goal that, I know that yes, some people tell you I have faith to do this and that. Is a good one. Let it be your faith at the back of your mind, but let it be a result you are waiting for. If your set goal works well, fine, but don't make it as a New Year resolution, because those things, devil can use it against you. When you know that you cannot be able to afford a car, for instance, you are setting a way go ahead because somebody else, because your friend, someone you know, has that plan to buy a car. When you also went to go and place such burden on your heart as a New Year resolution, it's not going to work. Oh, you are putting yourself into a bigger, way more bigger trouble that you can ever think of. So set a goal that is no way beyond you, that is not something you are, that is not going to be realized. Set a goals that will make you on top of your game, on top of your way you are called, who you are. So don't go and set a goals that you cannot achieve. If you know very well, you know that you cannot be able to afford to buy this, and you're setting it as a real resolution, I must work hard to be able to buy a car. It's a good thing though, but set goals that is achievable. Set a resolution that is achievable and you can, that is not far-fetched for you as a person and at the moment in the current situation. So guys, I think at this very point, there are so many points I would like to list out here, but at this very point, I will, cut this video at this very point. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you like this video, kindly give the thumbs up. Always comment, share these videos, okay? And always stay tuned with us. Go nowhere. Get hooked here, because here we are gonna give you a lot of things that will keep you on top of your game. All right, so this is your favorite baby girl, Chinazo Putam, Nazo baby, Nazo darling, and at this very point I am saying bye bye. See you guys in my next video.